Hi guys, I wanted to read you a story. This is one of my favorite books. It is called Percy, the Perfectly Imperfect Chicken. And this was written by Rick Reiser and illustrated by Daniel Seward. It was quiet in the hen house and just 1 o'clock. Crack hatched an egg, one more in the flock. All the chickens were joyful. One more in our pen. What shall we name him? Percy, said the proud mother hen. The chickens peered at Percy and inspected him real close to make sure he was perfect from his beak to his toes. We chickens are perfect, said 3 older hens. Then started a chant learned way back when. Our feathers are white from our combs to the ground, except for our wings, they are speckled with brown. Our wings are short, as everyone knows, and each beak must be yellow. Each foot has 3 toes. Staring at Percy, they fluttered around, inspecting his comb and feathery down. The 3 toes on each foot, that's a yes, they did say. His beak perfect yellow, they shouted hooray. As they looked closer at his down-feathered wing, brought out the spyglass and noticed something. Look at those speckles, all of them said. They are not brown. In fact, they are red. Please leave him alone, Percy's mother stated strong. Let him grow up, and now move along. For he was just born, his feathers are new. I've heard of a notion, I believe that it's true. As chicks get older, their feathers can change and turn different colors, even though that sounds strange. That better be true, those old hens quickly said. Our short wings are perfect, brown speckled, not red. Mama, what's perfect? Asked Percy with fear. She waited to tell him till no one was near. See, Mama was sorry Percy so closely was checked, for any chicken not perfect would surely be pecked. Don't worry, said Mama. I'll hide you away. Your wings will turn brown. We'll wait for that day. In the days that followed, they did all that they could. Percy hid in the grass. Percy hid in the woods. Percy got bigger by each hour and day. Percy was changing, but not the right way, for he grew tall with a shine on his beak and a beautiful comb with 3 toes on his feet. But his feathers, oh my, they were not white and brown, but red and bright colors from his comb to the ground. When those old hens saw this, they started to faint. Percy's not perfect. He looks colored with paint. Then they look closer. Something else, too, is wrong. Look at his wings. Not short, they are long. They all gathered and clucked away from his ears. They talked about pecking. He grew sad with a tear. Those old hens came forward. Then Percy could hear, You are not perfect. Your pecking is near." Percy grew fearful, flapped his wings, and asked why. He kept flapping and flapping till he started to fly. He flew high in the air and circled the pen. He flew higher and higher, away from those hens. Those chickens were mad as they scratched at the sand, yet from the sky they were different. Then his feet touched the land. In his heart was wisdom as he stood on the ground. Percy knew what to do as those hens gathered round. He approached them directly, no longer did care, spoke to them clearly. "I saw you up there." He walked to the first hen, right up to her cheek, and asked her real softly, "A spot on your beak?" Less soft to the second, "You think nobody knows? Please show your left foot and all 4 of your toes." The third hen moved backward, away from his words. She wanted to run fast, away from those birds. "When you were squawking and flapping, I most clearly could see those feathers you hide, all red, just like me." All 3 of those hens stopped chanting their song and forever stopped pecking, for they knew it was wrong. Something changed in the hen house that day, a new way of thinking that won't go away. "Mama, what's perfect?" Percy still did persist. "Mama," said Percy, "it's nothing. It doesn't exist." Because none of us are perfect. So, think about that. It's one of my favorite stories. We are all great just the way we are. Bye, guys.